Hey y'all, it's Molly with Minnie Acres, and it's been a little bit since the last time I made a video, and I want to say I really appreciate everyone who has reached out to me and checked on me. Honestly, I don't know that I'd be making this update video today if it wasn't for my friends that I have made in this community and how much y'all mean to me and how much I appreciate you. So let's get started. I do have some neat stuff to share, and if you're new here, welcome to the funny farm, because there is a lot going on, a lot of chaos, but some great stuff too. I'm going to take you around and show you what's been going on. So it's been raining. It rained all night, and it has rained several times already today, and you can see the weeds are just crazy. It's been this way for a while, and I gave up. I gave up a long time ago on anything doing well in this garden and being able to stay on top of the weeds and keep them from choking out anything that I was trying to plant. So all that is doing well in here right now are some pepper plants, and I harvested some a couple days ago, but here's some more that are getting ripe. These are red Marconis. Okay, and then looking from this side, there's hot peppers all in here. I actually have managed to harvest Tabascos and made Tabasco sauce, and it was actually successful. I'm quite excited about that. And let me get here. So here's my fall bed. I managed to plant just seeds of a bunch of different things. I've got carrots underneath cardboard germinating down there, and then I just planted seeds of everything else: broccoli, kale, lettuces, cauliflower, rutabagas, all the root vegetables, everything I had seeds for. And because of the way things have been, because my energy and my ability to plan ahead, I just decided not to try starting seeds inside and just put them out here and go ahead and immediately put them under insect netting and hope for the best and see what happens. It's still pretty warm here in Northwest Florida. Hopefully it won't be too hot for things to grow well and have time to develop before it gets too cold, if that makes sense, because that's kind of how it is here in Florida. Like, it's summer until it's winter. The fall is like, you know, a week and not all in a row. You can also see the birdhouse gourd vines have died, and they're just hanging there drying. I see some that have fallen. I need to just go ahead and pick those up and bring them inside. And I do have a few loofahs that might have time to get bigger before it gets cold, and then hopefully they'll dry before it freezes. Last year they froze on the vine and they molded on the inside. It didn't turn out well at all. So that's not a lot. I mean, I'm enjoying the fact that I am managing to grow some peppers. It is disappointing that I wasn't able to grow them at the same time that I was growing tomatoes so that I could make salsa. Potato. I mean, it is what it is. I'm doing the best I can, I guess, with what I have. But also preserving my energy by not taking on more things. And I've basically been throwing the peppers in the freezer until I was ready to use them, and that's been really helpful. I'm gonna take y'all down the new fence row. I believe I showed y'all the other end of this fence when we were first getting started putting it up. This one end connects to my raised bed garden. Spider web! Oh, wow. Sorry about that, darling. Okay. Moving on. I don't know what I was saying. I'm going to show y'all where we fenced in the yard. The dogs are now secure in the yard, and also Rusty too. He actually stays in the yard a lot. Oh, there he is. Rusty, say hi. And here comes Goose. And then I'm going to show y'all what we're doing up here in this garden. So this end of the fence connects to the in-ground garden. My son is helping me pull weeds. I don't know if y'all remember how bad the weeds have been, but it's just been, you know, I gave up. I did manage to salvage a few pumpkins, a few okra, a few watermelons, but otherwise the weeds were like they are behind him, just 6 feet tall or taller. My roselle is finally making. I've actually gotten 2-gallon bags off of it already. So that's really neat. And that's one plant. And I'm going to try to save seeds again this year, but I'm going to save more because when I gave seeds away to my friends, not all of my seeds germinated. And I think several people said theirs didn't germinate. So if you want some roselle seeds, let me know and I'll send them to you. Just comment or email me your address if you want some roselle seeds. So over here, you can see we got a big old silage tarp, and whenever we get the weeds pulled from there, the rest of this is going to go on top, and that is going to stay until spring. Just let the thing rest, and maybe the weeds won't be as bad next year. That's what we're hoping. All that's left is this one row of flowers. That is all that I've managed to grow of the fall colored sunflowers. You know, I had a really hard time getting them to germinate, or then they died after they germinated. And again, I was not doing well mentally and able to really take care of them. Y'all, it's not your turn yet. There's a lot of blight on all of those zinnias, almost instantly. So next year, I'm going to try spacing them further apart, but also doing more succession growing, because what's happening is the blight or bugs are taking over before the necks are strong enough for me to harvest them. So that's a lesson for next year. Looking at them from here, it looks, you know, like they're really pretty, but then when you go over there and actually try to look at them to harvest them, there's not actually a lot to pick. So I just have that one row. And what I'm planning to do for the fall, after these die back, this is where I'm going to plant my cool flowers that overwinter. All right, I'm going to turn you around now, because these little beggars, their mama has taught them well. Sarah's little babies are very tame and cute as they can be. Okay, it's raining now, so I'm going to go over here and get them a snack before I show you the rest, where I have moved the rest of the birds all together in one group and the fence on the back side. So hang on a second and I'll be right back. I think I'm going to have to feed them or they're going to be too loud. So let's go ahead and walk over here. And you can see it connects to the fence down by the barn. Hello, everyone. Hey, big boy. So I do not like this electric fence. You can see how I've got it laid down in places. I just lay it down during the day and only put it up at night to keep them protected, because they keep getting caught in it. So we had a surprise. My husband told me that one of the hens was sitting on eggs behind the shed, and the pile of eggs that I saw was not the pile of eggs that he was referring to. And he told me one day to come out and look, because Rosie, the one who adopted the Tractor Supply chicks, had hatched some eggs. She's got her 2 little babies, and her Tractor Supply babies are basically feral. They sleep in the trees at night and they're completely wild. So I really shouldn't let her raise children, considering that she just abandons them as soon as they're big enough to feed themselves so that she can go hatch more eggs. Hi, Dottie. So over here is where the last place that y'all saw the geese and some of the chickens. And they did a really good job of pulling up weeds. These are the weeds that are from the other garden. My thought is that I'm going to use the other piece of my silage tarp and cover this whole area, let the weeds break down, and then it'll be ready for me to use in the spring maybe. The last thing I have to show you, does anybody want to guess what it is? Go ahead and guess now. because most of you that know me won't be surprised, but will probably know exactly what I'm about to show you. So take a guess. This is Elliot. Elliot, can you open your eyes? Is it too bright out here? So it's not my fault. It never is. So my son went with my mom to help a friend do some yard work a couple of weeks ago, and they heard a noise in the shed and there was a baby in there. And they remembered maybe a few days before having seen a mom with some babies, but hadn't seen her in a while, and so thinking that she abandoned him because he's been pretty sick. He's had a really cruddy upper respiratory infection that we've been treating, and he is getting better and he is gaining weight. And so now I have 8 cats. And I'm not ashamed. I'm not embarrassed to be a crazy cat lady. I'm a crazy cat lady, a crazy chicken lady, just all around crazy, and I'm okay with that. And this is what I've been doing for a while. It feels like I haven't gotten a lot done, but even just in the last week or so, I have actually managed to get a few things done. I don't know how much I'm going to be making videos for now. It's sort of like if it feels like I don't have anything new to share, that I kind of just don't, that just sort of adds to me not feeling like even making a video. But maybe I will, because I actually have started some seeds for flowers for the fall, and I will share a little bit more about those, but I'm kind of waiting for them to germinate and actually not be dead to share them. So maybe stay tuned for that. Hello, why are you biting my hand? Oh, now you're gonna lick my hand? He's so playful. But I appreciate y'all looking out for me. Ouch, that hurts. Ow. I appreciate y'all checking in on me and thinking of me and sending me very sweet messages. And I think I'm starting to feel better, and I hope that it lasts. I hope that I'm over the hump of this really dark place that I've been in. And like I said before in my last video, that therapy is really important and we should all consider it. Bless you. And I'm thinking of y'all, and I hope you're doing well. And hopefully I'll also be catching up on your videos too that I've been missing. And I'll see you soon. Bye, y'all. Elliot.